Ah, hello, my friend. It is I, the beloved explorer Ventura de Veilgard, your storyteller and escort for the voyage to the Nevermind, the final resting place of a forbidden knowledge. When last we spoke, the Skulltenders and I had traveled up the river and through the Sakik wastes aboard my vessel, the Necrona. We crossed the Lunatic Lagoon, and everything seemed to be going a-okay, until we reached a waterfall, which is to say, we went over a waterfall, and now the Necrona, with all of us aboard, is tumbling down towards the Wondersea, far, far below. I would advise you to hold on to something and try to enjoy the ride. Okay, so where we live. Okay, yeah. So you're falling. Now scream. There it is. Good. So for about half a second, the bright full moon above was so close that you swear you could have reached out and touched it. But then the Necrona, with you aboard it, was spat out by the Lunatic Lagoon into open free fall. There's something below you, it looks like. Well, you got a glimpse of it before, but everybody make a perception check to see how well you can see something while falling towards it in a riverboat at terminal velocity. The air is rushing around you so loud that you can barely hear Ventura over it.
I feel like we should all take the worst roll. Because we're falling. Okay.
Yeah, well, I'll set the DC. Don't worry.
I got an 18.
Okay.
And that's with my -1.
I got 18. I got 18 total.
That's a critical fail.
Great. Great.
That's not great for me, but go on.
Starting off strong.
Okay, so Dudu and Disc, you are looking down off the side of the boat. Felicity, you look straight up at the moon. You just can't look away from it as you are falling and falling away from it. But Ventura is between you, Disc and Dudu, as you look over this side. He's got that big, horrible eyeball spinning around in the top of his head. But
I forgot about that.
Yeah, remember it now.
I'm looking at it while I'm screaming. Ah!
Yeah, Julio is in his little terrarium. He is also, that is chained to the wooden spar at the front of the ship. He is also just staring down at this water rushing up. But with those good perception checks, good news is it does look like you are falling towards water, a lot of water, possibly even a sea.
Nothing's bad ever happened at sea.
No, it's a place of good stuff, but it's a strange sea. It's hard to tell from here if it's a dozen miles across or 1,000. It's a squash circle or oval for the geometry freaks, but this squashed round sea is ringed with white at the outer edge, and as your eyes follow to the center, the waters fade from white to cerulean to a navy so dark it might well be black. There are things scattered through this sea, a huge half-sunken ship, a candy-striped tower, a gray triangle of stones. Oh my gosh, though, Visk, you see a spiral of white in the blue part of the ocean. As you watch it, the spiral flows clockwise, then counterclockwise, then back to clockwise again. Felicity, you see, nope, there's definitely nothing on the moon. Dudu, you look into the Black Sea at the center, and I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy, I'm so smart.
Mm-hmm.
To double check. Am I actually smart? I forget.
Pretty wise.
I don't suppose my hands are still over people's eyes.
Nope.
While we're falling. Didn't think so.
Wisdom.
Nah.
Ooh, not that smart. It's only an 8.
Oh, that's okay. That is just wise enough for you to remember that black part in the center, there is something you need to do over there, so you should probably just get out there. Like, this is your stop. You should probably get off here.
Okay. I walk off the side of the ship.
Dudu, what are you doing?
Dudu!
I gotta do something, guys. I gotta bye, guys.
Wait, are we still falling?
Yeah, it's still falling. Yeah, it is. Dudu, you are now falling. You are now falling about like a few feet off the side of the ship, but you are falling level with it.
Wow, no one stopped me? What the hell? I thought I trusted you guys. I'm assuming I'm just in free fall next to them screaming.
Yeah, it's exactly like it's Spy Kids 2. You're just falling parallel with the ship.
Can Visk stretch
their tentacles all the way out and just like reel doo-doo in.
Oh boy. That feels like,
What is the limit of a goo man?
right? We haven't really determined it. Interesting.
Stretching wise,
We
yeah.
haven't determined that.
This you can like reach out, but if this is a difficult thing, so I'm going to need you to make an acrobatics to not also fall off the side. You're balancing.
That was a 9.
Okay, that's not bad enough to accidentally fall off, but you are not able to stretch enough. You get about halfway.
Damn it!
How much further is there?
Probably about 5 feet.
About 5 feet?
Yeah. Doo-doo, this reaches about 5 feet. Doo-doo is just...
Oh, I thought you meant 5 feet to the ground.
Oh, no, sorry. I thought you meant how far. Okay, yeah, no, you're probably about, at this, I'd say you're about 2/3 of the way down.
Okay.
Okay.
You probably have less than a minute before you hit the water.
Felicity takes off, and she's going to jump over the side and try to grab on the doo-doo.
What the fuck? Don't we have ropes on this fucking boat, you crazy bastards?
Make an acrobatics check.
All right. That's 21.
Okay, you know what? What do you do? That's really good. That's better than the best a die can do on its own. So, yeah, you are able to do whatever you want here in terms of getting to do this. So what does that look like?
All right. Felicity takes off across the bow, and as she runs by Visk, she gives Visk a tap on the back, signal work with me, pay attention to me.
Huh?
And she leaps over the edge and grabs onto Doo-Doo's foot.
Hey, my foot.
And she's falling freely now with the hopes that Visk will be able to reel them in.
Yeah, this is going to try to redirect their gooey lasso.
Okay, Felicity, how tall are you?
5'7".
Okay, that's tall enough. I did establish the distance. That is enough. You are now, if you stretch out your body, you are planking parallel.
At 5'7", you're technically a tall queen.
That's right.
Okay.
Hey, what are you doing? I want to get to the black spot.
What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing? You jump. We're falling. You know you.
That's where I'm supposed to go. As I'm getting pulled back in, Doo-Doo is pointing to the dark spot of the sea. That's it. That's where I'm supposed to be.
So something crazy happened while you were on top of Doo-Doo. All eyes were on both of you. Julio Ventura has all 3 eyes on you, the 2 normal ones and the other one. And the ship slowed down a lot as it was falling. You didn't really realize it because of the, oh my god, Doo-Doo's about, but it's while all your attention was on Doo-Doo, the ship slowed down. But now, as Doo-Doo points to the black spot, you guys start falling again much faster. You're only about 100 feet up now, but you are right back to terminal velocity. It takes about this long to hit the water. Everybody make a dexterity saving throw.
Wow, 18 again. Shit, right?
Ooh. Dexterity saving throw, 9.
6.
Oh boy, Doo-Doo, you hit the ground. You are knocked prone. Roll a d6. You take that much damage. Felicity.
Is that a belly flop?
No, he hits the deck of the ship.
Oh, okay.
I imagine I just splayed out like a belly flop deck of the boat. 3. Took 3 damage.
Yep. And Felicity, you are thrown off of the side.
Oops.
And also roll a d6, but add 2 to it.
Hope that badge actually works.
That's 3 with the +2, so 3 total.
Okay, cool. You take that much damage.
right.
Yeah. So you are thrown out into the water, and the ship immediately. This is a small paddle boat. It is not meant for the open water, and it is being buffeted left and right. Water is sloshing up into it. Salty water is hitting you all in the face. It's sloshing up onto the deck. Ventura is oh no, this is, oh boy, bring her in, help. He's stretching out a hand to you, Felicity.
I'm going to try to grab for it. Felicity is doing her best to keep her head above water as she, is swinging her paw out trying to grab hold.
Easily.
Oh. Whew.
For a second, it's shocking, and then it's just oh, you're in the water. Yeah, of course. Captain's going to pull you back onto the ship. No worries. you are pulled back up onto the boat. Salty water spraying. Ventura's Julio, this is not perhaps the best vessel. I am not sure. Would you please? And Julio, the beloved Axolotl.
Love him.
Yeah, everybody.
I do. Yeah,
Very popular. In his little chained up terrarium, he presses his little face and forelegs against the glass, and the tentacles around his face are waving faster and faster with obvious effort, and you feel the boards beneath your feet groan. Wooden walls spring up around you, blocking out the salty spray, and you feel yourself sinking down a bit as you're now standing below sea level. It's pitch black for a moment in this new wooden box before a metal grating looms on the ceiling, streaming bright moonlight down into a room that is now bigger than the Necrona you rode up the river. A hatch yawns open in the ceiling at the other end of the room and unrolls a wooden staircase like a red carpet, inviting you up onto the deck. Ventura runs up the stairs without hesitation.
Bye. Sorry.
Well, holy shit.
Felicity like coughs up a little bit of water. It's like, oh, well.
It's in a box now?
Yeah, I guess.
I think we're in the hold of a larger ship.
We're in something, yeah. This looks like a larger vessel of some sort.
Visk is schlooping up the stairs.
Yeah, Felicity as well.
Friends, come up. Follow the narrative energy.
Dudu somehow like goes backwards up the stairs like an old British comedy thing. Like, whoa, something's drinking me up here.
Oh, God, they really do just strip mine for jokes, those Brits. As you step out onto the deck, a white wooden mast springs up out of the ground in front of you like a 10-year time-lapse of a pine tree. As it reaches its full height, a crow's nest sprouts from the top and a long white sail unfurls. You look around for Ventura and Felicity. You see him first. He's to stern up on the quarterdeck, hands at the helm. His tattered bucket hat is back on his head, thankfully, covering up that hideous eyeball. Dudu and Visk, you also see him. He's at the back of the boat, like up on a higher part of the boat, and he's holding onto the wooden wheel. Well, that was a hell of a thing.
That was incredible.
This is, yeah.
Nice wheel.
This is incredible. What is this?
You look around. Felicity, this is not a riverboat anymore, but it's something better. It's something that you specifically, everything about that it's saltwater now, the creaking of the hull, the gentle rocking back and forth, it feels so familiar and it feels so good. Like the riverboat felt good, but this feels right. This is a sailing ship. It is a fast one, an agile little sloop. It is perfect for impromptu engagements and quick escapes. Small enough to sail even with a light crew, but big enough for a couple dozen cannons if you're looking for a fight.
And what do we have as far as cannons, Mr. Narrator? None? Or how is this outfitted?
That would have been down in the hold, but you ran out of the hold so quickly you didn't look around.
You're always in such a hurry. I tried to. I was forced to follow the narrative thread by an invisible force.
I know.
Told you we should have looked around.
My friends, you are now prey. Easy prey. No, I'm just... The ship is now perfectly still, holding still. In fact, it is so still. Felicity, make an insight check and add your proficiency.
Okay.
In the meanwhile, Visk is going to approach the axolotl at the front.
Yeah, it's now there is a figurehead that is also Ventura with the eyeball, and it is holding the terrarium.
Aww.
Unfortunately, my modifier for insight is +0. Does a nat 20 get me anything?
Well, I said you add your proficiency, even though you don't have the modifier. Is what
She said a nat 20.
Yeah, but it's even higher.
Okay, yeah, so 22.
Oh, let me see. Let me check my chart here. Yeah, absolutely. Although it feels so great to be on a ship, something's fucked up. The sails are set, the anchor's weighed, but the Necrona is not moving at all. And just for the non-nautical heads at home, when the anchor is weighed, it means that the ship should be moving somewhat, but the Necrona is not moving. It's not even drifting, which is weird, but what's even weirder is that Dudu and Visk don't seem to have noticed how weird that is. Like for you, it's like if you walked out of a house and there was no ground there. Like a ship should move, but this is just holding still.
Ventura? Anybody, actually. Why aren't we moving?
Huh?
This is a boat. It should be moving around. We're on the water.
Can't we just... We've moved so much in the past 5 minutes. Can't we just sit still?
Honestly, I wouldn't mind it.
It's not like a value judgment. It's a natural fact.
No.
I wanted some downtime to ask this creature
I don't want any natural facts in my house.
some questions.
All right.
Visk is leaning to the axolotl and being like, Julia, how did you do that?
Well, I will leave them to it. We'll get to that in a minute. Felicity, you feel it, huh? You know.
I do.
You know something off, and it's that feeling. It's like, oh yeah, this is off. Like the way that like like an expert art appraiser immediately knows a forgery when they see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they could then tell you the 10,000 reasons, all the tiny little things that are off, but you know that this is a cool ship, but it is what is happening is not natural on the water right now. I don't know. We seem to be static in a way that is. I don't get it. It's strange. And then the open sea all around you.
Is this water even if we're not moving?
Yeah. There's some of it splashed up onto the deck. There's some. All
Yeah, and
over.
I fell into it too.
Yeah. Less salty.
Huh.
Than you like salty, but like an order of magnitude less. Like 10% is salty.
Huh.
As the sea normally is, which is weird.
There's just a sea? Huh. She's like tasting the salt off of her claw, and it just like is not really there.
It's what it tastes like where a river meets the sea, and the water is a little
Gotcha.
less salty in the bay. It tastes like
Yeah.
that, like less.
Huh.
Visk is speaking to the axolotl, and we will get to that. That is going to happen. I just want to sort of set the scene a little bit. There is stuff around you. Also, now that you're on the surface, you can't see nearly as much, but there are some waypoints on the sea that catch your eye, which I'm going to describe in descending order of proximity, which means I'm going to go far and get close. The first, way off to port, so far away that you're not sure how you can see it, but you can, is a bright red vertical X on the horizon.
Vertical?
Yeah, it's like standing up.
But it is an X.
Yeah, it's like an X. It's just in the distance, a red X, standing tall and proud. The second thing off to starboard is a very tall, very thin black spire that is stretching up and up, not nearly as high as the height you fell from, but it's tall. Oh, it's tall. And the water is flowing around the stationary ship in that direction. And the last thing is the closest. It's an island that you would have noticed if all three of you had passed your perception checks. But here we go. It is a tiny island. It's weird that you didn't notice it before. It's just off to port, a couple of 100 feet. It would be risky having a ship this close to land, but the island is absurdly small. It is barely big enough for its 2 inhabitants, which are a single palm tree and a guy dressed all in red who's waving at you energetically and yelling, "Hello? Hello, I know you can see me. Hello!" He's waving his arms.
Dudu is not looking at that man. He is staring at the black of the middle of the sea.
You can't see it anymore. Yeah.
You can't see the black middle of the sea?
Nah, you are now on the sea. So like a lot of the stuff, there were other things. There was like a half-sunk ship. There was like a stone triangle. You can't see any of that shit anymore.
I wrote them down.
Yeah, you remember them.
I remember these.
You take it on faith that they're still there, but you can no longer see them. It is a big ocean.
Okay, well then Dudu is still searching out in the middle of the ocean. He still has that feeling.
Yeah.
Why did I want to go to that part of the ocean?
Felicity turns from making a face that is usually the face someone makes when they see Horatio bothersome at the person on the island to Dudu. And it's like, what? Dudu, why did you do that? Why did you jump off of the ship? I mean, we're all okay. We could laugh. We could enjoy it now. I understand that you do cool, spontaneous things. But
Dudu's not smiling or laughing. He's like, I had to. He's like looking at you directly, Felicity. Oh, I just had to.
does Dudu look okay to me? Does he look normal? Other than the fact that he's not smiling and laughing?
Make a medicine check.
Okay. That's a 2.
Yeah, he seems fine.
Oh, okay.
You know, Dudu, you never can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Dudu heaves a big sigh. Do we have to go to that guy
Yes!
that we can all hear?
You can hear me!
Can he hear us?
Clearly!
I'm trying not to like act like I can hear, or I'm like trying to be like, he's here again.
He is holding both of his hands up to his ear, up to the same ear. He's stretching one hand over his head, which has a some kind of hat on it.
Dude is instinctively like leaning away from his direction, like, not again.
Julio breaks away from an intense, silent gaze into Visk's iPods.
I think we should call them iPods.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Stares
sure.
at Visk's.
They don't use that term anymore.
Yeah, that's true. Stares into Visk's iPods and then looks. It's like there was something there. Visk, you were getting something. Nothing that could be put into anything that's so crude as language, but a connection, a communion, something.
Wow.
Something.
Thank you, Julia.
Like it kind of makes a like, what the fuck expression. And, like, Julio like looks away and crawls up under a rock and goes to sleep.
Oh.
And the ship sinks. No, it's
Oh, I assumed it spoke. Whatever.
he doesn't. He is an axolotl.
I don't know what those are.
It's a fucked up little thing.
I relate.
You see, then he's like, Ventura has left the helm behind and is now. You see, the axolotl is in a permanent state of it doesn't reach its full physical maturity. It spends its life in the nymph stage.
Oh, that's called neoteny. And it's pronounced axolotl.
No, it's not. It's axolotl in this world.
Damn it.
And also, you just said you don't know anything about them, so I'm right. Anyway.
But I didn't know what they looked like, and you were pronouncing it wrong.
Julio the axolotl. Yes. He has all of this pent up, a lifetime of pent up transformation energy now can be used to affect the craft at its base quintessence. You understand? Like huge. He has now re-revealed the blue eyeball, instinctively to stare right at you, Fist.
Whatever. Just put that away.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Whatever you say.
I'm sorry.
Whatever you say is fine. Yes.
He puts his little bucket hat back on top of the eyeball, and because you're listening for it, because I say so, you hear it kind of squelch down onto the hat, and you see that it is just a little bit smaller than the eyeball itself.
Oh.
Oh, there's so many squishy noises in this podcast.
Oh, God.
Yeah, there sure are. Hello?
So we're all turned off by that guy, I feel.
Yeah.
I don't... something tells me that's not the Nevermind.
Are you new in town?
He could have information, Felicity.
He might... Yeah, we don't
I
have...
do.
So the options are annoying guy,
I'm not
Big-
annoying.
big
Sorry.
scary-
You're talking. Hundreds of feet
scary-
away.
big scary spire,
This just like restarted over and over.
big scary spire, and then in big scary X. These are all not great.
Well, what's so scary about the X?
That's a good question.
You know, someone who works with computers usually means incorrect, an error, something unsavory.
Somebody who works with maps, X marks the spot, eh?
It's true. Let me narrow this down real quick. I'm going to lean over the boat to the guy with the really annoying voice. Hey, is that little island down there the Nevermind?
Interesting question. Could you get a little closer? I can't quite make it out.
You could hear us just fine earlier.
Fine. Okay. I guess you could have this whole conversation with me talking like this. Very loud.
What do you normally not talk like?
I talk like this. I'm easy to talk to. That's my yelling voice. But you can't hear it. Because he's so far away.
I think this is the reverse situation of a siren, and we should not go there. It's an annoying version of a siren.
He takes out an oar and starts paddling it, and the island draws closer to you until it's about 20 feet away. Yeah, you're getting it. Come on.
Doodoo goes down into the hold looking for the cannons or a cannonball.
Yeah, you find 6 cannons, 3 facing in either direction. But the cannonades, which is what I've decided are the windows that the cannons point out of, even if that's wrong, are closed.
And these actual cannonballs are like, I can hold them in my hand. They're pretty weighty, but I can hold one at least in my hand, right?
Sure, it's
as big as Doodoo is.
It's like it's about the size of like a little bigger than like halfway between a softball and a basketball. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like right between there, and it's got an iron shell, and presumably it's full of gunpowder or some other explosive.
Doodoo comes back up with 2 cannonballs and is just like, hey, look, if this guy fucks with us, I'm ready to throw down these cannonballs.
Shot put. Interesting.
Works for me.
So can we move this boat or not?
As y'all's attention has focused on this guy, like what can you do? The ship is now moving towards him.
I'm not sure we have a choice.
I don't like this, man.
Just stop paying attention to me. Anyway, now I'm close enough that we're having the conversation that moves things along. Anyway, it's nice as you intentionally sail towards that nearby tiny one palm tree island, and the waving cool guy who is dressed all in red. You realize that what you took to be the guy's clothes is actually an extremely long red hair and beard that is woven into a hairy onesie that like wraps around you and like down and up across, covering everything you hope that it would, but extremely skinny arms and legs are sticking out of that, and like bright, terrible eyes. Just bright, terrible eyes peeking out. Yeah, okay, fine. Bright, terrible eyes, I guess he has, peeking out of all this hair.
What a character.
Huh.
Can I just launch this?
Did somebody ask about the Nevermind?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I feel like I once knew all about that, but then I forgot.
Oh, you don't know? Okay. Well, we can just not go here then.
Let her loose, Doo-doo.
Oh.
Doodoo does a turn and shot put towards him.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Does it look like a classic, like, 11.
Okay, it hits him square in the stomach, right in the hair, and just stops. It's like sinks into his hair. He looks down and he's like, "Oh boy, oh welcome wagon's getting blown up."
Points right at him. You remember that,
Okay.
Buster? Now, take it or leave it. He says dismissively somehow.
All right. Yeah, fair enough. It sounded dismissive.
Doo-doo getting tough over here.
Let's go to the spire.
Okay. Yeah. Have fun.
I hate this man. Let's go, please. I'm just begging everyone, please.
They all look at the spire.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Enjoy your adventure with none of the information I was here to give you. I'm sure you'll do great. And you pull away. You pull away. You set a course.
We'll be fine. This is easy.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Have fun. You set a course for one of those the tall black quivering spire in the distance. It's just
It's
kind of like
quivering? I didn't know it was quivering.
Yeah, you sure didn't.
Uh-oh.
And as you move towards it, the Necrona, in addition to, because you're paying attention, it is picking up speed quicker and quicker. The ship is actually it's probably going like, geez, a good. Boy, I sure know what's fast for a ship. It's like 45 knots an hour, yeah, which is real fucking fast for a ship. It's actually alarmingly fast.
Doodoo turns his big ol' eyes around towards Val. What's his name? Pasquale?
Ventura,
who's at the helm. Like, specifically, like, as you're saying this, I'm like, I turn to Ventura and be like, how is this happening?
I also turn to look, because they're driving.
Okay.
Why so fast?
Slow down.
I am buffeted along by the current. If this is where we go, this is how fast the water. The water and the wind. What? Look, perhaps there is a way to slow down a ship. Oh, I know. And,
No. Hold on 1 second, Ventura.
okay.
We were going one way pretty easy, and now we're going another way pretty quickly. How are you? This isn't how boats work.
Okay.
Boats don't work like this.
Yes, they do. There's an unfurled sail and a swift current. The combination of the two has increased your speed.
It just feels like whenever we look at something, it goes there.
Sure does. Well intuited, I suppose.
I'm gonna kill you later.
Yeah, that seems to be what's happening.
Yeah, the other shot put's gonna be for him.
Okay.
Don't tell him I said that out loud.
We didn't need that guy at all.
Yeah, whatever.
Dudu's on the case.
One shot put.
Yeah, you guys are doing great. And you're drawing closer to that black spire, which was actually, even though you're moving real quick, it was farther away than it seemed. Its extreme height seemed like the kind of thing that must be an optical illusion, right? But you know, when it's like this tower in the desert, it's like it can't be that big. But it's actually even bigger than that because it is tilted away from you, out over empty space. The water is flowing faster and faster now, and you can see maybe, I don't know, 10 or 15 boat ship lengths ahead, it is flowing right off the edge, an edge that is the entire horizon, and the water is flowing off of it, and you are still getting closer. You are pulling in that direction.
Man, if I was driving, I'd probably slow down, but I'm not. So, just ram it.
What?
Let's play darts.
Wait. Why don't we just drop the anchor?
The what?
The anchor.
The anchor.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, do that. Felicity. You can, there is a, let me just check here. According to Sea of Thieves, there's a button in the middle of the boat you can press that makes the anchor drop.
Called Y.
Yeah,
The
you
Y
press the
button.
Y
Isn't
button.
isn't it closer to where Ventura is? Ventura, drop the anchor, stupid.
I don't need that. I'm steering the ship. Somebody else.
Felicity pulls the lever to drop the anchor.
Yeah, it's in the center. It's in the center deck, and the anchor. You hear, or you hear Jess's sound effect that I'm not going to attempt to do right now myself with my mouth, as chains rattle as an anchor is splayed out behind you. Felicity, you know that anchors are not dropped directly below the ship, but splay out behind and bring the ship to a sort of natural close. Generally, you want to raise the sail before you do it, because otherwise you get what is about to happen now, which is everybody making another dexterity saving throw, because the ship, you basically just slammed on the brakes going what it on land would be like 50 miles an hour.
Is this like a driver's ed session or something?
Is this the adventure?
Where like I was supposed to like fucking research how to do a boat before we got here?
Is how to fuck boat works? Yeah.
I did mention that, but yes, no, I'm telling you, you're figuring it out now. It's fun.
We all die in a car crash. The end.
Yeah.
Rocks fall. Everyone dies.
13.
Oh, 19.
Wow.
I'm rolling all right. Jesus.
24.
Okay. Felicity, your claws kind of dig into the. I'm sorry. I guess I'm nervous. You know what? I don't want to get into a conversation about Felicity's feet. Felicity, you plant your feet firmly, and Visk, you just kind of like you're on the subway and it stops, but you're from New York, so you just kind of like dip forward a little bit, but
Hey, I'm sliming here.
exactly. Dudu, you do a front flip and land on your feet with your arms outstretched.
Damn, Dudu.
Wow.
You're wrecking it.
Yeah, Ventura is knocked out when his head collides with the steering wheel.
Oh, jeez.
Told ya.
Come on.
Told ya.
Oh, that's another annoying guy down.
Yeah, just so I can set the scene, you're now about, I would say probably 10 feet from the edge, and you see where all of this water is just flowing off the edge. You see empty, endless black void. If there's something down there, you cannot see it. Hundreds, of millions of gallons of water are flowing off of this edge every second, and that's just what you see. You see it misting away like a rounding error into a void so infinite it defies fear. Everybody make an insight check.
12.
8.
6.
Okay. So only Felicity. You know, with an existential certainty that runs deeper than experience or even instinct, that if you go off the edge of that, that's it. You will fall forever until whatever sustains you here withers to nothing. Even if it takes 1,000 years, you will still be falling. It reminds you of the moment in the green room between the missions to Spallanzani's workshop and Puzzlefield Garden Cemetery, that abyss outside of time and space that you were plunged into briefly. This is the limit beyond which those concepts can even be expressed in a meaningful way, and consciousness can only endure in a state of violent ego death out there. It will not only happen forever, but will always have been happening. So that's like what's off the edge. Is that's what's there. Due to and this, you see a cool waterfall, just like the one you did before, and it landed somewhere cool, so it's probably fine.
Wow.
Hey, check this out. And Doo-Doo takes the other cannon / shot put and attempts to throw it off the edge.
Okay.
From that 10-foot edge.
Oh yeah. Okay. Easily. Yeah. Make an attack roll.
We rolling so much. We gaming.
Yeah.
Just want to have fun.
For what it's worth, I mean that positively.
Okay, so no, 11.
Dude, you toss that cannonball.
Over the edge, baby.
Yeah.
I want to hear the dunk.
Yeah. For an 11, you do not miss the spire. However, it pings, just glances off the edge like you were trying to hit a stop sign.
Oops.
And it would have been like a pretty good toss. And then it pings off that and then falls away. You hear nothing. You hear nothing as it falls away. It was not lit or fused or anything, so it doesn't explode. But it does just kind of tip the edge of that spire, and the spire quivers a little bit. And then the horizon, the whole horizon, as far as you can see from port to starboard, quivers with it. And the tide surges up, lifting, and the anchor is pulled up from the bottom, from that white that you can see through the clear water, and the ship is lifted up, and you are pushed. You are pushed back in the direction you just came. Some unseen mercy sees the water flowing backwards. The horizon settles, and the Necrona is swept right back where you're. Hello!
Hello.
Tried to go off the edge of the world, huh?
Not intentionally.
Wait, really? What? Huh?
Yeah, I would have warned you. You hadn't sailed off. Rude.
Okay, all right.
Since we're here.
I'm gonna go down beneath deck and put on some dry clothes. Could you guys figure out what's going on? I'll be right back.
Sure, yeah.
So we're away from the Black Spire again?
Yeah, you're back at.
Or did you follow us?
No, you moved. You were pushed back. I mean, you could have sailed off the edge, but it seemed like you were trying not to. So I guess. Oh, did you touch the spire?
Kind of.
Oh yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah,
Nicked it.
Yeah, I mean, this is good that you did because you brought it back here. But...
Yes, it seems fine to me. What's your name, sir?
Oh, me? My name?
Yes, the only person here whose name I don't know currently.
I'm the Maroon.
The Maroon?
Yeah, I was marooned
And
on this island.
Your parents knew this when you were born and named you this?
Oh, I don't remember any of that. I just really remember this island. Presumably, I was marooned. Thus, I am the Maroon.
Fair.
Yeah, welcome to the Wondersea. Accidental guests are always welcome in the Wondersea.
The Wondersea.
Yeah.
Felicity comes back up from beneath the deck now. She's back in her normal adventuring attire. The Wondersea?
Oh, a costume change.
Oh, the other one got wet. It's just,
He claps, and he tips his hat that you now realize is half a coconut. The cannonball is still stuck in his hair.
Felicity like rubs her temples a little bit, like there's out of like frustration. Okay.
You find yourself in the Wondersea, my friends. Hey, what happened to your captain?
Dudu finds some firecrackers and just starts like throwing like lit firecrackers at him. Just like, I hate this guy.
He is dodging left. Hold on, actually, I should. You make an attack roll. I'll make a. He's dodging left and right. He rolled really well. I wanted it to hit him, but he goes, ooh, almost, ooh. It's like
Visk is still asking questions while he's being accosted
yeah,
by
yeah.
fireworks.
I'll go check on the captain. You guys deal with this piece of shit.
Well, you see, it's the Wondersea.
Right.
Yeah,
And can you expound upon that?
yeah. Everyone who ends up in the Wondersea ends up in the Wondersea. You know what I mean? There's ways in, lots of different ways. Accidental, the bottom of oceans, cracks in the foundations of all things. There's a. I guess you guys took Lunatic Lagoon.
Yes.
That's a risky one, I can tell you, but it's consistent.
Yeah, it wasn't fun, but
Yeah. How you gonna get back? He points up to like several thousand, like a mile up, where you can see like the water spraying down that you came out of.
if you left your island, would your name change?
That is I suppose I don't know.
Wait, what's his name?
I'm the Maroon.
He's the Maroon.
You're the Maroon, that's your name?
Yeah, I was marooned.
And your parents knew that when they named you.
I don't remember any of that. I've just always been here.
Dudu screams over it. We've already been over this.
Yeah, I guess exposition takes a little longer when everybody pointedly leaves.
Dudu's like slightly slapping Ventura's face to be like, wake
Yeah,
up.
make a medicine check.
But he's just constantly doing it. Medicine
Yeah.
check? All right.
Poke him in the eye. That should work.
7.
Yeah. Hold on. You do 2 damage to Ventura from slapping him.
This isn't working.
Yeah, he probably has a concussion. I infer.
Shut up.
Sorry.
What else do you know, sir?
I know a lot of stuff. You could ask me questions.
I don't know what to ask. I just got here.
Why did the tower do that to me?
Oh,
Us. Me personally.
oh, those things? I'd stay away from them. They ring the border of the sea and beyond. There's nothing worth. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I don't know what's down there, and I don't want to find out.
It's fair.
Fair.
Oh, they're like guardrails.
Yeah, some sort of world map, you might say. Yeah.
Do you happen to know what that big X is very far off?
A little too far away from me to see from here, I'm afraid.
We can see it.
Did you know about the concept?
I mean, I can see the X, yes, but I don't know what it indicates.
Okay.
I thought you knew stuff about this place.
I know some stuff. For instance, you sail on the winds of intention.
Ah, that tracks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That tracks.
That scans with what we figured
Yeah,
out.
isn't it cool? I think so.
Is that eyeball stuff? Is that where we look and then we go?
It comes from your interest is what powers you here. This is a place outside of the physical.
Yeah, you seem to override that, though, in your mighty powers.
How do you mean? You were interested in me, and so you came towards me. You could not stop talking about how much you dislike me. If you think that doesn't register as interest,
That is interesting, yes.
then the DM has been living their life in a bad way.
We are haters living in his mind rent free. That's true. He's got us there.
The DM's father, when they were 6, told him, Colin, your problem is you don't know the difference between positive and negative attention. And if there was a second part to that lesson, unfortunately, the DM zoned out at that moment until he never learned the difference. Anyway, yeah, it's just one of those cornerstone moments. Yes, ask away. I will continue to be helpful.
Mr. the Maroon,
Yes.
if you were us and you were looking for the Nevermind, where would you go?
Interesting. Here you can only go towards what you can see. Otherwise, you just stay static.
Well, what do we look? What do we see right in our eyes?
I'm so glad you asked, Casey. Let me just look at.
Visk is gonna go up to the crow's nest because no one else is doing it.
Excellent.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Doo-doo scrumbles up the thing.
Scrumble.
Okay, you guys make an athletics contest, the two of you.
Yeah. Who gets there first? Who gets there first?
Oh, we're just rolling. We're just rolling crazy. We're just rolling for fucking free today.
11.
4.
Okay, Visk, you do not. It is a rigging. This is a CAPTCHA that your brain is not able to handle, like a ladder made of rope at an angle that comes to it, comes to the perspective thing where it draws. It is fucking you up.
I'm trying to grab the ropes, but my hands are just like slooping through. I don't know which one to grab.
Yeah, they're like turning into waffles themselves, like with the grids, and it's like. But Duty, you get up there, and this is what you see. To the whatever direction I said before, you see that tall spire that you moved away from.
Starboard.
Was that starboard? But now the ship is pointing the other direction, so hard
Fuck,
to
I don't
track.
know where it is.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is a place. Oh, let me just let the DM off the hook. This is a place outside of stuff. So if directions seem inconsistent, fucking get over it. All right. Yeah. So due to whatever direction you see that spire that is still kind of quivering at the edge.
Hateful tower.
Very, very, very far off, you see that red X vertically on the horizon, and kind of like between those two, if you were looking towards the X, the spire would be behind you, and off to your right would be a candy-striped lighthouse. Yeah, red and white candy striped.
There's a big candy house over there.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah.
A what?
It's like a big... Do we have candy canes down here?
Sure.
Yeah, of course.
It's like a big candy cane.
It is like that.
I also see that X. I don't know, that X is pretty sus. I shout down.
What looks closer?
I guess...
It's hard to tell.
The candy cane... Hard to tell.
Oh, but you can say whatever you want. Yeah, you don't have
Okay.
to take that. Yeah, you can absolutely.
Not sure. I mean, that X is just sitting there. That's weird. Maybe it's huge. That's scary. Big things are scary.
Yeah, they are.
He's not gonna have binoculars. He's just holding his hands up like he does.
Aw.
I guess that tower's a little close, but that thing means.
Maybe there's a more helpful NPC at that candy tower.
Wow. Okay.
That's right. We said it.
But
Have fun. He takes out his paddle and starts like paddling away, and the island starts moving. I don't need this. I'll wait for the next person to get trapped out here forever without my help. Enjoy.
okay,
Bye.
we'll be fine.
By the way, you can only leave the way you came in.
Okay, thank you.
Just so you know.
Thank you.
Okay. Good luck.
Finally got some information we didn't already know from that guy.
Visk says to the party.
He throws Visk. Visk. What is your AC? Oh wow.
11.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's either a nat 20 or a 1, baby.
I am turning on my mic on my camera just so that we can see what is here, so everybody can see what it is.
Yeah. Yep. It's a 20. Yep.
Oh dear.
Wow, what a rude place for me to put the ad. But I did, right before I was gonna get fucking obliterated. Hey Casey. What's
Hi.
up?
Hey Jess. Nothing. Just sitting here thinking about Patreon.
Yeah, we're over here doing a little ad read, and we don't have a skit today because we just want to be like normal with you guys and be real with you guys.
Just being real. Turning my chair backwards.
Yeah, it's a rap.
Let me rap.
About Patreon, which rules, and if you like our show, you should consider supporting small businesses. I guess this counts as one.
We are an LLC, folks.
An LLC. hey, we're just a little guy.
We're taking this seriously.
Don't you want to feed us some little fish flakes that we can afford if you, go on our Patreon, which has a whole bunch of different tiers. We got a $5 tier, new in town, that gives you access to all sorts of fun drawings of bonus content, including KC's doodles, because KC always be doodling every single episode, and they're all so good and lovely.
You also get... Oh, I didn't know whether I should...
Go ahead.
You also get Cohen's Maps and Mandibles.
Yeah.
Where they showcase Cohen's insane scrawlings, notes, and maps of the design and machinations behind every episode. That's fascinating.
I would call these machinations. That is the right term to apply to the mad scrawlings of this lunatic who's about to hit me with a cannonball, probably.
You also get access to our Discord server.
Yeah.
At 5.
Absolutely. And then we also have next tier, $10 Obsidian and Bone. Oh, I should be playing the little, fun things that I only get to play during Skull Talkers, which this tier has, by the way. Let me do the long Obsidian and Bone one. Here we go. God damn it!
Wrong button.
Fuck! It's never that well. At least it wasn't Squeepoo that time.
Locked in. City Bowl.
Click, click, boom. It's the sound of the stereo. Is that better?
To finish?
That's my little shock jock DJ sound effect for people who ask us questions on Skull Talkers that that happen to be on the Obsidian and Bone level. And Skull Talkers is a little companion show where we answer questions that we get from our beloved Discord pals that are on this particular tier.
Mm-hmm. You also get access to any Jawbone we do, which is an extra mini podcast where 2 or more of the cast members talk about just different media we enjoy and our interests that we share. There's one me and Jess just did of Saw, the Saw series that's up. I think me and Cohen did one about niche internet art.
Yeah.
That kind of got away from us. But there's and then you and Amber did one too, correct?
Mm-hmm. That was about the game Harvester.
Oh, what a game.
I love that game.
So, and you also get the doodles, the maps, and the Discord access also in 10. We also got permanent resident. Uh-oh, that's 25.
I have one for that one too. That's $25. And here's the permanent resident shock jock sound clip.
Let's hear it.
Permanent resident. Permanent resident.
Stay a while and ask. Stay a while and question.
I forget what I said for permanent resident.
That one got away from me. I kept on editing it. I know. There was too many stupid things I wanted to put in it.
You get everything. you get to hear all those all the time. Plus, you get Jess's deleted scenes, a guided tour of scenes that Jess didn't make, that Jess thought didn't make the cut, and was probably right in doing so. You also get to hear our level ups if you're a freak like that who loves listening to us level up our characters. Very, very D&D heavy stuff.
Those are also fun because you get like a little taste of like what we have in our roster that we might use coming up soon, like new spells
Or never use.
abilities or never use. Yeah, it's fun.
Like me.
Me using Numb last episode. That's one of the new ones. Yeah. You also get priority on your questions being answered on Skull Talkers if you want to feel like a special boy.
That's true. And we have one more, but that's kind of a messy tier. It's a $1,000 a month tier. That is a only if you have too much crypto or something. You know, you just want to give it to us.
Too many boo bucks.
That one's weird. Who knows if we'll ever reach that one? But you do get to work with Cohen on developing a plot relevant NPC. Yowzers! Or we can just name it after you. And a special thanks
at the end of every episode from the mayor.
End of every episode.
He'll come back from wherever he's gone and he'll thank you.
We don't know where he is. And you get everything else too. Discord, Skull Talkers.
Oh, and also it says here that Dudu the Owl thinks you are cool. That is on this tier.
That's true. That he doesn't think you're cool if you're anything else.
But a heavy header.
I have to look at the other ones. Like, no. Dudu only thinks you're cool if you're a heavy header.
Now that's exclusive access.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all we got for you. Let's get back to the show where I am about to re-roll an entirely new character because a guy that we were antagonizing decided to attack me instead of Dudu, who was the one actively antagonizing him. Bye.
Bye. Patreon.com/Skulltenders.
Oh yeah, that. Yep, it's a 20. Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Oh dear.
I just gotta look.
Fisk dies. I have to roll a new character.
It turns out Visk never existed at all.
Hold on just a second. Oh, there is a thing. Okay, cool. Oh, that's really hard. Okay.
Colin's literally like making a knuckle sandwich for you.
Yeah.
Delicious. I've never had a sandwich before.
Ready to get punched in the head, just excited for a sandwich.
Okay. Yeah. He, at the last second, doesn't throw a cannonball, which is good because he rolled a fucking nat 20, but instead throws a coconut directly at you, Visk. And he gets a nat 20, and you take 7 damage.
Ow! Fuck!
It blows through you.
Oh my god!
Holy moly!
Ow!
I have never been so insulted. I hope you all die down here.
How far away is this guy?
Fuck off. I'm leaving.
How fast is he moving?
Like, pretty quick. He's quicker than the paddling would suggest.
All right.
He is moving towards something. It's not any of the 3 things that you saw, Dudu, but he is moving. He might just be moving away from you. That might be enough.
You should count our blessings. They say not being hit by a coconut.
God, he didn't even roll for initiative or anything. Fuck!
Yeah, he just did that and left. Sorry.
Ow!
Jeez.
So Candy Tower? What do you think, Felicity?
Yeah, but she scrambles up the crow's nest as well so she can see it.
This is just in a fetal position, like the only person left on the deck in a fetal position.
I'm pretty sure I can get you a hands of healing.
And she sees the candy tower and says, "Yeah, okay, all right. That seems more like a thing where someone could help us, and less like some sort of terrifying monument. So let's go there."
All right. Everyone look at the Candy Tower.
Yeah, I guess we look at the candy tower. I guess I actually you have to pilot the ship from up here so you can see the thing.
Yeah, but the ship doesn't move.
Huh.
No one's steering.
All right.
God damn it.
Felicity slides back down and goes to the helm.
All right, hold on. Before we go, can I would like to use Hands of Healings on Visk's new hole.
Doo-doo, heal my hole!
I have 2 key points left. I'm using 1 more, so it's a D4 plus 2. 4 total.
Okay.
Cool.
Hole.
Back up to 20 HP. Thank you. Thank you, Doo-doo.
Took 1 for the team. That guy sucked.
God, that guy sucks.
Yeah, that guy was awful.
Thank you.
Let's not think about him too much, though.
No.
Yeah.
As Dudu lays like his feathery fingers on you, so this vitality and just like natural goodness flows out of you, and it's like you feel like it's like a hand on your shoulder telling you it's going to be all right, but like it's stitching you back, and there's a thinness there, but you no longer have a new hole. There's a thin membrane over the hole.
Thank you for healing my hole, Doo-doo.
You're welcome. Is Ventura okay? Can we wake him up
we
yet?
we might want to get him like below deck, so if we hit rough waters or something, he doesn't go over.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Doo-doo, you're the strong one. You bring him down.
All right. I just thought. I guess he's just out of commission for this chapter.
Well,
All right.
he got slapped around. It was so cruel.
I'm dragging him downstairs into the medicine. I'm putting him in the hold.
Yeah.
Into the hold with you. That's where dead people go. They go to hospital, which is like a jail for dead people.
There's hammocks hanging down that you can like stretch out, or you can just drop them on the ground. It's up to you. Yeah, I'm not in love with this character.
Put him in a hammock.
Okay, fine. He kind of like groggy. He's like, "Thank you, Dudu. I just need a bit to recover. Is everything okay? Did you get this away from the terrible man?"
He's dead, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we killed him. We slew the man.
Okay. I believe you.
All right, good night.
Because we're friends. You don't have to make a deception roll with me, Dudu, because we're friends.
Mm-hmm.
And there've been too many rolls.
All right, good night. Dudu keeps like closing his eyes like he's dead. All right, good night.
Yeah. Felicity, you are steering the Necrona now.
So, you're pretty good at this.
He feels very natural.
Did you do this in life?
Maybe?
Oh, right. You don't.
I don't really remember.
You don't remember a lot, do you?
It feels very familiar.
Do you? How long have you been down here? That too.
I can remember about the last 2 years in bits and pieces.
So you definitely don't recall how you died either.
No idea. No clue.
That's a shame. I almost certainly saw your file when you were processed.
Yeah.
And when you see billions and billions of those, only the most impressive and rare deaths kind of stand out, and that's a shame, because I could have looked up how you died. But...
Ooh, that... Maybe when we get back, we can try to figure that out.
I don't think I work there anymore.
Oh.
You know, between the silver building, just kind of generally numbing my curiosity, and the fact that, well, you gave me very little incentive to do such a favor, you know, it just didn't happen.
Oh, I understand why you didn't do it for me at this point. We have an understanding.
That's a pity.
But it's a shame that we didn't think of that, but what can you do? Do you know why Ventura has the giant eyeball on his head? I'm sorry this is unrelated, but...
Can't say I do.
No? Alright. Okay.
Weird, right?
Yeah.
Unless I make an Arcana roll and I know about it, but I don't think I don't think I know that.
Yeah, make an Arcana roll.
18 plus 3, 21.
Oh, yes. Then you do, actually, know this.
I do know why he's got a big, nasty eyeball.
You didn't until it was asked, but now you can, intuit based on things. Look, you hadn't put it together because you hadn't bothered because you didn't really care. But when Felicity asks, you do. It's so some people, when they have an encounter, as you know, Ventura did when he was very young with a necromancer. If you're young enough, it kind of puts a little bit of a stink on you, and that can express itself in different ways. Now, you know that Ventura's family, his brother and sister, have some kind of vision thing that they can see. He told you about that in the last one. And the eyeball seems to be how his has physically expressed itself.
I do know why, suddenly, now that I think about it. Makes sense. He mentioned way back when that he had run-ins with necromancers as a child. And that kind of leaves a stink on your soul. So it kind of alters the spiritual body when you get down here, I think.
God.
And it also goes with all the sight stuff he was talking about.
Yeah, I guess it's like his see the horizon thing. It's like... It's almost like it's some sort of manifestation of his narrative relevance or something.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Viola saw the future, and Vincent saw... No, he didn't see the future. He built that cool robot guy.
As doo-doo weighs anchor. Yeah, it's a bit on the nose.
I'm glad you turned your camera on, Code.
Yeah.
This really evens things out, power dynamics-wise.
You are getting closer and closer to that candy-striped lighthouse. You're getting closer, and it's how would we describe it? It's a squat white tower, much shorter than that spire at the edge. It's not like that. It's no taller than the mast of the Necrona. Red striped spiral around it like a barber pole. Felicity, you recognize a lighthouse when you see it, although this one doesn't seem to be lit. But it's also you realize it's there's the moon's overhead. You can see, there seems to be an implication that it's nighttime, but you can also see perfectly clearly, and you figure this is just one of those unresolved contradictions of a story that is so great that it takes place outside of the mundanity of continuity about what time of day it is. So the fact that there is a lighthouse and you can see all this shit is fine, even though canonically it has to be nighttime the entire time you're here. Anyway, as you draw closer, you realize, as you know, it confirms what you saw before, which is that lighthouse is bobbing a little bit up and down, and if it's on an island, it is a small island, just it's like a couple of feet around the lighthouse, and it just inclines down into the water. It's really barely enough to even stand on, and you're looking at it, and the lens of the lighthouse turns towards you and opens. And you see a bright yellow eye. And you are suddenly plunged into darkness. None of you can see, even though you have dark vision. You are all in absolute darkness. And I'm going to need you to roll for initiative.
Oh no. Do we need to stop the boat?
That's such a good fucking question. If you do, it's going to be...
Okie dokie.
It's going to be in initiative order.
That's right.
16.
15.
I'm remembering to add stuff this time.
Nat 20 plus 6.
Damn.
Damn.
Good. So, plunged into unfairly darkness. Felicity, it is your turn. You have your hands on the helm. You were steering towards this lighthouse structure, but all of a sudden plunged into darkness. You saw that eye. What do you do? You can't see shit now.
I sure can't.
Except a horrible yellow eye staring directly down at you. You can't see anything else.
How far is it?
As it was opening, it was moving closer. It's now about like 30 feet away.
Is everyone else blind? Or is it just me?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, glad it's not just me.
Can't really say anything. I feel like I'm close to you, Visk. I'm trying to reach out for Visk.
Ricochet?
A jagged black blade, or the weight of one, fills your hand. Oh, what? Hey, where are we? What's this?
Oh, God, you can't see anything either. Oh,
Nope.
oh God.
Sorry. So that's not just me.
Yes. Lighthouse, yellow eye. Does it mean anything to you?
Are you a spy? No, I don't know what the phrase means.
She points the sword at the eye that we can see.
Okay, literally. Oh, there's a lighthouse? I just see an eye.
It was attached to a lighthouse. Does that anything you know about?
No, I'm just the sword. I'm sorry. I wish I could help.
Okay. Someone drop the anchor.
Dudu hears this and is like, your sword is so dumb. As he reaches around, like, it's somewhere, it's like a big button, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Felicity. Oh, I know. Felicity, you remember where it was.
Okay. She's gonna go pull the lever. She's gonna take off towards where she knows where it is.
Okay.
Like she's coming, as she comes down from the helm, hand on the railing, try to get a sense of like where things are, where the railing is. She has the idea where the mast is relative to that. She has the idea where the lever is relative to that.
Yeah, you know exactly where it is. The anchor.
Dropping the anchor.
All right, you do it. It clunks down, and I forget again not to do the sound effect.
You can.
And that's it. Yeah, you know what? I'm nothing if not consistent. And then the ship comes to a stop. It is not, because it is like the third time this has happened. You've all been on the subway for a few stops now, and so the only other person, the person who got concussed by it, is still down in the lower deck. So you're fine. But that is probably going to be your turn as an action.
All right, that sounds fine.
You are no longer moving as quickly towards the eye. Visk, it's your turn.
Visk is going to quietly ask Jude.
Hey, you're not loaded, are you?
That's an interesting question. Have you been in the water? I think some got on you.
The water? Oh, is that what the mayor meant? Oh, it's not every time I go topside, it's every time I'm in the soul waters, of course.
Oh, look at this. A bullet. Yes, I am.
Oh, good to know. Thank you so much.
Anytime. Do you have a target?
I think I might.
Delicious.
God, that's not what you normally sound like, is it?
No, I suppose not. Sorry. Good note. So who are we killing? Or is it the bird or the cat?
No, actually.
Or that creep with the big eye down below?
Oh, you know about that guy too? No, the larger eye that's up there. Don't you see
Yeah,
it?
I pay attention. Oh,
It's the only thing you can't see past this darkness, can you?
No.
Well, it's the only thing currently in line of sight, so that might be your target.
All right.
Do you feel up to it? Are you going to work this time? Or are you going to let me down?
Do you feel up to it is the question. Do you want it bad enough?
We'll find out.
All right. Sure, let's see.
Yeah, you can go for it.
All right, Visk is going to attempt to shoot that big fucking eye. Seems bad.
Well, you want to kill it, right?
Yeah, I don't like that thing.
You level Jude, and he says,
Kiss my grits.
and fires. A bullet goes directly, and that eye is pierced, and you hear a horrible scream. Light doesn't come back all at once. It does so gradually, and it does it gradually enough that you can see the parts of the ship that are no longer covered with. This is not a magical darkness. It is physical, because this thing was spraying microbes all over everyone, just a mist of them that just eat photons. You know this inherently, somehow.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Science!
And also, the lighthouse is like rocking back and forth, and a tentacle comes up from out of the water, and is hovering off the side of the boat now.
Whoa!
But you're no longer in the dark.
Well,
Yeah.
Hooray!
perhaps a little more than a lateral move, but I'll take it.
Yeah. Speaking of moving, you can also move physically, because that tentacle is pretty close.
Yeah, I'm gonna move away from that tentacle.
Okay, where do you want to go?
I'm gonna I'm gonna hide behind Doo-Doo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't blame you. I'd hide behind me too.
You're the biggest one.
Speaking of, Doo-Doo, it's your turn.
So where is this wiggly little tentacle?
So what you can see now that the darkness funk is kind of like sloughing off of you because it can't survive in this environment, is a bleeding eye at the top of a lighthouse that, now that you're close to it, you can see is not man-made. That is some sort of like chitinous structure that is like growing up around in this spiral like a horn, and the red is actually just like pumping exposed veins on the side of this thing.
Damn.
Ew.
And a squid tentacle is like reared up cobra style, like it's got the suckers and everything, and it is just like hovering off the side of the ship about let's say 10 feet.
Aren't those things usually a little bit more symbolically phallic?
Oh, you mean the veins? Yes, very good.
Is this are all the cannons downstairs?
Yes, they are.
I have an idea.
Oh,
I just run down to the cannons. Bye.
Ah,
okay.
my Owlman shield, no!
Good luck.
Yeah, you can absolutely get down there, and I would say loading a cannon would probably be a whole turn, and then firing it on a second one, just so we're clear. But like, it's also a fucking cannon, so like, okay. All right, you run down there because movement, you can move a lot, and you see there's cannon. Before you saw the big box that said cannonballs, and you just kind of grabbed one of those. But right next to those and next to the cannon, there is a helpful, like, detailed step-by-step how to load a cannon. That it has a little. It is kind of in a child's handwriting, and there are two little axolotl handprints at the bottom.
Aww.
And it says "Good luck" at the end.
Oh, thank you. Doo-Doo studies the blade cannon.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I just load one?
Sure. Yeah, you can load it.
Can I load two?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Clunk, clunk, getting it ready for the next time.
Probably not. It's pretty elaborate.
All right, I'll just load one.
There's a lot. It's like you got to get the ball. You got to. But it's like loading a musket, but it's a fucking cannon.
All right, I'm loading the cannon. Hooray! No one's gonna hurt me down here.
All right, you put the. Okay, never mind. The way this cannon works is like a musket. You put the powder in there, you pack that down in, and then you put the cannonball in there, and then you are ready to light it next turn. Which is good because it is the Night House's turn.
Night House.
Aha.
Oh, you were waiting to say that one.
Did I not say its name? I didn't realize.
No,
Sorry,
that's
my
the
mistake.
reveal.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I forget to say that?
Oh, my mistake.
I get it.
Oh, I forgot to say its super cool name. Yeah, let's see. So who's still on the deck? We got Felicity and Visk. I'm just going to do straight even for Felicity, odd for Visk. Okay, Felicity, it is going to attempt to grab you with its tentacle.
Gross.
What's your AC with the ghost armor?
16.
Oh,
I believe it's +2.
Target's base AC becomes 13 plus your dex modifier.
Oh, nice. Okay. 16, yep.
yeah, the tentacle snaps towards you, Felicity, and it, like, possibly because it's blinded, but actually, really, because of that ghost armor, it tries to grab around you, but it's like you're slipperier than it expects, and it just ends up, like, schlooping around you and just, like, giving you a cow lick a little bit.
Delightful.
And you are covered in some kind of, like, salty slime that is like, evaporating on your ghost armor.
All right.
But it misses. But the structure moves. It is now almost level with the ship, and another tentacle pops up on the other side of the ship.
Oh, no.
Shit.
Okay.
And Felicity, it's your turn.
Okay, so after slipping out of the grip of this tentacle, Felicity takes a quick step back, and as the tentacle sort of settles in front of her before it can retract, and she feels for a moment ricochet vibrating in her hands. And she takes that sword and she brings it across to slice through that tentacle.
Okay.
That is going to be a sneak attack because I'm a swashbuckler.
Now tell me what a sneak attack. Tell me how that works.
Oh, I on top of my damage, I take an additional 2d6 on it.
That sounds good. Make an attack roll.
Yep. 23.
Oh yeah, that'll fucking do it.
Very nice.
Yowza.
Like not only did it try to pick you up and miss, which is like gotta be the most vulnerable something can make itself. Trying to pick somebody up and fucking up, it's like, oh my gosh, you are on the spot. But you what do you do with 23? Tell me what this slice looks like.
As ricochet comes across like sort of like an upward diagonal strike, it embeds itself into the tentacle itself, seemingly not being able to finish through the slice. But then the pulse that we've seen with Thomas and in the mausoleum comes out of the blade, and it blows the top half of that tentacle right off.
Oh fuck yeah! Roll a bunch of damage.
Oh yeah.
Dude's still loading the cannon.
Sounds like someone got fucked up.
17.
17?
17 damage.
All right. Let me just write that down. The fucking tentacle, the pulse of it blows the tentacle not only off, but like upward. And it flies up and it comes back down on top of the lighthouse. And this detached tentacle is speared by the lighthouse. The eye is now completely blinded, and the other tentacle starts thrashing around violently, like slapping at the ship, not like knocking you all aside. Everybody make a dexterity saving throw to see if you stay on your feet. Ow. Do with advantage because you're in the hole.
Yay! I'm in the hole.
6.
18.
24.
Okay.
I might be taking a swim.
No, Visk, you were just knocked prone.
Oof.
And all that means is like you have it's disadvantage on attack rolls against you. Sorry, advantage on attack rolls, advantage on melee attacks, disadvantage on ranged attacks against you because you're a smaller target, but you're on the ground. So if they're right there, they can hit you easy. If they're far away, it's harder to hit.
Okay.
It takes half your movement to stand up. That's what being knocked prone means.
Right.
In fact, some sniper characters go prone intentionally sometimes. Yeah. Okay, Visk, your turn. What do you do? You've been knocked down. You're prone.
First of all, oof.
Second of all,
Jude, are these soul waters? Can I jump in and reload you?
I'm tired.
You're tired?
I'm tired.
A gun is tired.
You hear nothing.
That's what I thought.
No shit. No, you,
It becomes an AK. I just stay in the water. Pew, pew, pew. What a loophole! No one could have guessed this.
yeah. If only you had other abilities.
Yes. Question: are there type advantages in this game?
No. There's,
Damn it!
Well, there's like damage typing, but
I was thinking of using shock grip since it's in water.
okay. Let me clarify that. Of course there are. There are natural, sensible things that electricity does more damage to things that are in water, things that are covered in oil burn. It's just not a 1-to-1 like. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Right.
like we're not doing as much the slashing and bludgeoning type stuff because I get tired of it.
That makes sense.
It's because it's boring to the audience is why.
Right.
But I do it, but I don't talk about it to y'all. Anyway, it's
Okay.
yes, you can do electricity.
Visk is going to do a transmutated spell, Scorch, but a lightning style.
Okay, so how does that work?
I think I can do that now.
Okay, so what is happening? You are using your meta magic.
So, meta magic transmutation spell on one of my new big boy spells that I got recently, Scorch, which is normally a fire spell, but I want to change it to be a different element. That's what transmutation does.
Yeah. How many sorcery points does that cost?
1 sorcery point to change the damage type.
There you go. Just keep track of those because you have 3, I think, right now.
Got 2 now.
Okay.
And I'm using my last level 2 spell slot with this.
Great.
Yeah. Because I already used Numb on Ventura earlier.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Good call.
I'm keeping track.
Good. Okay, yeah, go for it.
Visk now has access to a fire spell that they haven't gotten to use yet, but they also have recently innately learned how to transmutate spells to be different elements. So Visk is going to use Scorch, which is normally a big line of roaring fire that's 30 feet long. It goes out in one big line ahead of you. And they're going to transmutate it to be lightning damage in the hopes that this will be some sort of big ouch to the tentacle.
Excellent. And how does that spell work? How does Scorch work?
Each creature in the line must make a dex saving throw. A creature takes 3d8 elemental damage on a failed save or half as much damage on a successful one.
Excellent. Okay, which you're aiming at?
The tentacle.
Okay, and the one that is is the one on the other side of the ship.
Yeah, the one that's like still here, you know.
Yes. Okay, cool.
Unless there's another one I'm unaware of.
But yeah, okay. It's got a really good dex.
Damn.
It needs to beat. It's going to beat what?
Oh, my spell save? 15.
Great. It does not.
Yes.
This fire starts to come out of you, and then it's like a pilot light. It just comes out of you that much, and then the air in front of that fire is just channeled at the end of your pseudopods ignites, and between your pseudopods and the tentacle there is just a river of electricity that just flows out of you and lights up this tentacle, which immediately bursts, just like sprays fucking guts all over you. You hear a scream behind you, like a deep groaning scream. Like it starts off as a groan and it goes up and up and up as this something is in tremendous pain. And then 15 more tentacles erupt. No, I'm just kidding. The thing you don't see another tentacle. You hear groaning, and then as you turn around, you see this thing is starting to move away from you.
Good.
Dudu, it's your turn. I'm sorry, Visk, did you want to move?
I didn't even roll for damage.
Yeah, it worked. But you want to roll for damage, that's fine. Oh, wait, it's the first time you cast this spell. You do maximum
6.
damage. We said that was the way it works. Way back in episode 1. Yeah.
Either way, I did a shitload of damage.
Yeah, how much would it have been?
And that was an 8, a 6, and a 2. So 2 8s is 16 times 2, 32. So,
yeah, you just obliterate this thing. You do 24 damage that gets doubled. It's still alive, but that tentacle is gone. there are guts everywhere. Kraken accoutrement. No, not accoutrement. What am I looking at? Kraken viscera.
Viscera.
Just sprays everywhere from that tentacle.
Fuck you.
And it is Dudu's turn down in the hold. You heard that, but you this thing is now Dudu out of the window. You hear it screaming and yelling and like bobbing back and forth, and perhaps it's pulling around for another attack.
Gonna shoot the eye.
Okay, you're aiming at the so it has that tentacle speared down and covered up the eye, but you can aim at the top where it was.
Yes.
Is that good? Okay.
I'm gonna aim there.
Okay. Make a ranged weapon attack with advantage because it is right in front of you. And we're going to add 6 to it.
10.
Okay.
With advantage. With advantage.
Oh, yes, so roll it again.
18.
Oh, so we're going to add 6 to that. So that's a 24. Do me a favor and roll 8d10.
Damn.
Yeah.
Holy.
It's a cannon.
Sure is.
Yeah.
3.
Okay.
5.
Okay. The last one. Big finish.
7.
Okay. You do 64 damage. You light the fuse. There's like a little Zippo that you can flick open and just light it, and it catches, burns down very quickly, and cannonball explodes out of the end of the cannon and blows off the entire top of this, and it starts spraying blood out like a fountain. Just like blood is raining down like fucking There Will Be Blood. The oil is spraying up and raining down, except it is blood guts. The color drains out of the side of this thing, and now like there's like loose veins flopping down off the side. Some kind of ocular nerve hangs limply, and this whole thing falls over onto its side. Dead. And you can now see the creature for what it truly was.
A child.
Which is to say, it's a big, stupid fish. It's a big, stupid fish. It's a sunfish with a lighthouse on top of its head. It's got the stripes across its face that are the same as the veins, and tentacles coming out of its mouth. But those are both. Now it's just got 2 blown off. Like it has tentacular mandibles that are just completely obliterated. It's fucking dead, and it should have known better than to fuck with you, I guess.
Yeah.
Completely
no
dead.
kidding.
It is maybe more dead than anything on this show has ever been, including things that have been killed.
It just became a fucking example.
I think that was the most damage all of us have done, like individually each in a row.
It's a cannon.
We just kicked so much ass.
Oh my god.
Excuse me, ass. Ass? I'm too excited.
You're welcome.
Dude comes up like covered in soot.
I'm like covered in blood. Fish cuts.
Yeah, I'm soaked.
Yeah.
What?
Not quite.
Holy.
Not quite like early Looney Tunes of blackface, but I'm still pretty covered in soot. But I'm just like, yeah.
Same but blood. Same but red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dudu, you hear behind you. Oh, is everything all right, my friend? I hear a cannon. It stirred me from my slumber.
Hell fucking yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
We're cool. You can go back to sleep, man.
Yeah, there was a lighthouse, but we beat it.
Hey, all right. Rock on. I'm sorry I missed that. What does that mean? Did you wait? What? Wait. Hold on. He gets up. He's like, he heard lighthouse, and those are normally things you're supposed to avoid because they show you where the hazards are. That's what a lighthouse is, and you should.
Oh, we shouldn't have avoided that thing. It should have avoided us.
Oh yeah, it's a light. Wait, there's a lighthouse. Don't sail towards the lighthouse.
Yeah, we beat the shit out of it.
I thought it was indicative of land.
We're at sea, in a boat.
I know. It's how you. Oh my. Oh, look, it's not important. It was a monster. We took care of it.
Go back to sleep, old man.
All right. Well, okay. He's like trying to get off, and you're just like
pushing down.
All right. Is Julio okay? You get so scared.
Oh god. Visk, like,
Yes?
worried, goes to check on Julia. Julia, are you all right?
Still asleep, unperturbed, completely fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. The audience breathes a sigh of relief that the axolotl is fine.
Julia's fine.
Yes.
Visk reports back to Ventura.
Ah, good. Then I can continue to sleep.
But hang on a sec.
Oh, it is all right. I'm like, if you want me to not be asleep, please. There's an owlet man that is gently doming me into unconsciousness. If you want to do something about it, I won't argue with you.
Just wanted to check in and adventure. You still want to have adventures and stuff. I assume you don't want to sleep through it.
Yeah, I'd like,
You just slept through a big adventure part right there.
All right.
You missed out. Any advice? What should we be looking for with the Nevermind? Do you know any, like, physical description of this thing?
No, perhaps we should find someone who lives here. Some
No,
sort of
I don't
local
think that-
resident who could
I
give
don't
us
think anybody
Oh,
would
okay.
really,
Well, you're right. A good point.
I don't think there's anybody out here. And if there were, and if I were to have asked if they knew anything about it, I'm sure they would have told me.
Mm-hmm. That's how things work. People
Yes.
freely volunteer information, and you ignore it. And all right, yeah, that's you've killed this thing. Heretofore unseen little octopi are like bobbing up to it and like tearing pieces off of it. They remind you of the ones you saw in the river back home. And they are like swimming up from below, ripping pieces off of this thing, and then swimming back down to Condalia.
Dudu points at it, goes,
Cute.
Yeah, it's real cute.
Look,
Wow, a lot of cute things over here.
you're eating it.
Yeah.
Aw,
Oh, that's wonderful.
the circle of life.
Even down here.
Yeah.
Down where it's wetter.
It's better here.
Yes, take it from me.
now what?
Even the manta and the right. No, okay. Here we go. Like immediately, podcast is just like fucking lever pulled, DMCA, sued to hell. I get fired.
Dudu climbs back up the crow's nest to get a look about. First off, the messy that he made. Woo! He's really happy about that. But also to see what else is around. Where to next?
A couple of the octopi like wave up at you, Dudu, and like you can tell that like
Dudu waves back.
a couple like they do this. Sorry, this is why I don't do the cameras. They do like they put their tentacles above their head in the like thank you shaking gesture that I see in mangas sometimes. I don't know what it means, and I will not have it explained to me.
Or the prayer emoji.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, they're doing that. And like a couple of them are doing that. One of them stands on top of another and gives you, Dudu, specifically a curt nod, and then turns to the other two, does the same. Then they they're continuing to tear it off.
Like the Pope at the top of the Vatican. I'm just waving to my peers.
At the top of the Vatican. Interesting.
Yeah, he
I know,
sits
on the balcony.
spire.
I know what you mean. Okay.
He sits on the spire.
Right. Flagpole sitta.
And he waits for the white smoke to come so he can inhale it.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
Yeah.
with his peers.
with his peers.
Flag Pope sitta. Here we go. So now you can see you see a different spire. It's one of the three things you can see because you're here is one of those spires. You also see that big red X that's on the horizon, and now you can. It looks like it's a little higher than the horizon now, where like it was like level, and it like it was just like online. Like somebody actually had the little things where they teach you how to do letters that nobody gave me when I was a kid, and that's why my handwriting's bad. You see that X. It is now a little bit above the horizon. You see another one of those spires, and you see like a kind of like askew from both of those a gray triangle of stone. Those are the three things you can see.
A gray triangle of stone?
Yeah.
I see a gray triangle of stone.
Yeah, and that way, like, the waters are, like, churning around the stone. You can see from here, but, like, that place seems calmer despite that.
It's churning.
Mm-hmm.
I called down. It's churning. I'm pretty excited about the gray triangle of stone, guys. What do you think?
I don't know. Do we want to go there? See, I thought the lighthouse was promising and calm and nice, and
It wasn't.
I don't know what to trust. What if this is just another horrible creature?
Then I'll blow it up again.
That's true. We do kick ass.
There are more cannonballs downstairs.
But you see, this is what I'm saying. Is like now that you come and I call you, but then I kind of gotta carry you for the whole arc. She turns away from talking to her sword.
Rude.
What? Just hold on. Do you want to send me away?
I mean, not permanently, but it would be convenient.
Yeah, we can do that.
Oh.
Just
Can you?
yeah. You never asked.
Oh, how do I do that?
Whatever. You can say dismissed or just talk to me like a person.
Oh, okay. All right. We're done here for now. Thank you very much.
All right. And she warps out. Your hand is lighter. Is that same like instant? Like the weight is there instantly. The weight is gone instantly.
I forget. Can we hear that? Can we hear you talking to Ricochet or just you?
Yes, Ricochet talks out loud.
Ricochet talks out loud. Yeah.
Okay.
She can talk in her head, but mostly talks out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jude, we can't hear. Jude.
Ricochet
is,
is more polite than Jude. Is the canonical reason? Jude is an asshole and thinks everyone else is
I
beneath
get that.
them.
It's just I'm more like okay, we can hear Ricochet, we can't hear Jude, and Conk doesn't talk.
Yeah.
That's the hierarchy I'm trying to figure out. Yeah.
The entire spectrum of annoying stuff.
Yeah. And I can hear Jess's knife sticking into my throat in a couple of years when she is tired of this shit. I was like,
I'd hope you're able to hear. It's close to your ears.
yeah.
Gonna sound like Odo for the rest of your life.
You got a quiver and spire. You got an X that is now floating a little bit above the horizon, and you got that gray triangle of stone.
What the hell do you envision when you think of when you say the words gray triangle of stone? Because it is not the same thing that I think of. Cohen.
Like
This
a
is me.
very okay. From here, you see what looks like a very simplified mountain. You know what I mean? Like a child's drawing of a mountain, like just a gray triangle of stone
And it's just
sticking up out of the water, standing upright, because like you can't see down. You know what I mean? You can't see the ground on the horizon at distance. You can see it because it's sticking up.
Okay. I didn't know if it was maybe like a bunch of stones in a triangle formation, like Wind Waker style, you know?
Yeah.
It might be that, but from here, you know what I mean? It's like you can't tell what the actual specific structure is, but that's the shape. From here, that seems to be the material. It seems calm to you.
It's despawning. I say we go that way.
All right.
To the gray triangle.
All right.
Felicity pulls the lever to lift back up the anchor as she moves back towards the helm.
All right. Off you go. So you head towards that gray triangle of stone. And you're sailing that way. It is farther than it seems to be farther than you realized.
That's farther than I realized.
So you're probably gonna have a little while.
I'm tired.
Me too.
I could go for laying down.
Do we have time for a nap?
Is Ventura awake? Can he keep us straight while we rest a little bit?
Oh yeah. Someone should take night
If
walk.
not, I can do it so you two can. But we could do shifts. I could show Dudu how to do it. Dudu knows how to drive a van. We'll figure it out. But if Ventura could do it, we could all rest. That would be so lovely.
Yeah.
I gotta find where my jaw went in the transformation.
We can put you in one of the cannons. That's really comfy in there. I won't light it, I promise.
I'm gonna say no on that.
I have something for you, friend. Do you need a receptacle?
Yes, please.
Don't say it like that.
Ventura takes off his bucket hat, revealing his horrible giant eye, and hands you a wet with tears that are. That's what's on eyeballs. He hands you a wet with tears hat.
Not always.
And he closes his eyes and bows, but because he is closing his eyes and bows, you only see the eye staring up at you. And from this angle specifically, you can't even see the rest of his head. He looks like Bryan Cranston's the eye guy from fucking Power Rangers. Don't tell me if that's
Oh,
not
yeah.
the monster he played. You're just
Sure.
uninterested in being corrected on this. He's just staring up at you directly. I offer it in good health, my friend.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm going to look for my jar first, but this is a very kind backup.
Did you bring it with you?
Yes, it was in the cooler.
Oh yeah, I forgot I had that.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I got the concussion earlier.
No, it's
So
fine.
any mistakes I made, any mistakes I ever make are okay because I got the concussion. I need to give more of my characters concussions. I already make a bunch of them crazy assholes for the same reason. It totally lets me off the hook on them being consistent. It worked for Joker.
I thought it just let you off the hook on role playing.
It lets me off a lot of hooks. I'm like constantly off of hooks. People are always saying that I'm off the hook.
Well, I guess I'm going to investigate the hole and look for my jar.
Yeah.
And take a little deconstitution nap.
Yeah. You all.
I'm tired too. Let's go to bed.
Yeah, Felicity lugs her suitcase into one of the few private rooms down there.
Oh, there's private rooms.
Yeah. As you are doing so, Felicity, you are given the opportunity to see that moon that you were sort of captivated by earlier. Just kind of catches your eye, I decide, as you're heading down the stairs. And you see that it is about, I would say like a third covered in darkness, like an eclipse. Yep. Yep. If you had to guess, and if you were to make a nature roll, and I'm going to pause for you to do that.
It's a 3. Everything's a fish down here.
What a thrilling adventure. Even the parts I was unconscious for. Forgive me if I am speaking quietly, for the Skulltenders are sleeping below deck, and I am doing my best not to wake them. They need the what rest they can get, you see, for the Wondersea seems to be a treacherous place. And also, they are not getting the long rest between installments of the narrative that you may have come to expect. What waits for them at the Stone Triangle? What is the mysterious Big X? Hey, I don't know. I'm just asking questions. Maybe we'll find out next time when my watch is over. Until then, just sit back and enjoy the ride. Oh shit, I hope I didn't wake them. You've just heard Amber Carr as Felicity Fairweather, Casey Green as a Doodoo the Owl, and Jess O'Brien as Visk. Skulltenders is game mastered by Cohen Ettenfield, with original music composed by Seth Boyer, with editing and sound design by Jess O'Brien. We hope you'll consider supporting us on a Patreon, where you can find all sorts of chilling and thrilling original bonus content, including an after show dedicated to each episode. Mamma mia! And if not, well, where is your sense of adventure?